What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of our weekly market focus. And I just want to share with you guys what I'm looking at, in the coming weeks and the coming months, and my projection on some pairs here. So I want to go through gold. I want to talk about gold. I want to talk about Nasdaq or US100. I want to talk about US30. And I want to talk about also German 30 or German 40. All right. So definitely, I normally start my analysis from the weekly time frame, then to the daily time frame, 4 hour, 1 hour. Then I take my trades on the 15 minutes, or I refine them on the 5 minutes time frame. So, guys, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Keep sharing. Keep watching. Hit on that subscribe button. Hit on that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future videos. All right, so now I want to start with gold, and as you can see, I'm actually on a daily time frame, or even we can go to the weekly time frame, and you can see that for a very long time gold has actually been on a downward trend. And as you can see, we had this structure over here. So we had an impulse move, then we had this correction, an impulse move, then we had this correction to the upside, and now we are on a downside. Okay, so you can see that this market came all the way to confirm this level over here. Let me just delete this. So you can see we had this sort of like a scoop or a double. You can see that, and we are seeing that it's almost like a cup and a handle. So you can see we had this double top over here, and then that's why we're seeing a big push to the downside. Now you can see here we have a touch over here, we have another touch over here. Now we are coming to complete our third touch, have a double bottom perhaps before we see a very big move to the upside. And also you can see that this one is giving us what, some sort of like a W pattern. So basically what I'm trying to say is that on the long term, I'm actually looking for buys, and I think that when gold start buying, it's going to buy for a very very long time. So you can see here, this was a very beautiful what is it called, cell structure. Okay, let me just take this one out, because you can see that here, well, did I have to take that out? Let me just take this one back. Because you can see that once we had an impulse move, we had a correction, then we had this, it was corrected to the upside, of which we are actually expecting a bigger move to the downside. It came all the way to complete this, give us this double top. Then look at this. So let's go to the daily time frame, and you can see that on the daily time frame, you can see that I am actually not surprised at how. Let me just take this one a bit back because of pattern separation. So I'm actually not surprised at how gold is behaving, because I was actually expecting it to play this out because of the 90% rule. So you can see here that if this structure over here, of course it actually extended to this level over here. So you can see that this structure over here, this structure over here, once it was broken in this level over here, then we had this this flag that was facing to the downside. We're actually expecting gold to play all the way to this level to come and complete our 90%. That's why you're seeing that it's really been on a very strong downward movement there, and to be on a strong downward movement. Okay, so what I'm saying is that I'm actually expecting a gold to complete at this level over here, perhaps before we see before we start thinking of capitalizing on buys to the upside. Okay, though let's go to the 4-hour time frame. You can see that also on the 4-hour time frame, you can see that it's actually giving us some sort of like a descending structure. Okay, so let me just clone this. So you can see that we have a very a beautiful descending structure on the 4-hour time frame. You can see that the momentum is beginning to just decrease. And then also we have a touch over here, we have another touch over here. It's going to come over there to give us a third touch before now we see it going back to the upside. Now, one of the things you must remember is that normally what these trades they do is that they'll come and break this level over here, mass psychology, to catch people on the wrong side of the market who think that the double bottom has been broken, so they'll start selling. Then immediately you see that just trickling to the upside. So you have to be very careful, and you have to be observant so that you're not caught on the wrong side of of this trade. So I'm saying that there's still a possibility that gold will still continue to the downside. Perhaps it's coming all the way, because you can see here we have maybe let's use an arrow here, this one over here. So you can see that we have a clean touch over there, okay. And then you can see that we have you can see that we also have another second touch over here. So definitely, of course, I'm expecting to see perhaps a third touch over here, and then maybe before you can do what, you can start looking for buying opportunities. And once it breaks here and start going up, of course we'll have targets like this, could be your first target, definitely. But I'm expecting to see strong buys to the upside, of which you can still maximize on these moves, because you can see that, for example, here on the 15 minutes time frame, you can see that you could have actually been able to take advantage of this flag over here. Yeah, look at that. So you can see that maybe you could have entered here on the breakout, stop loss just above the structure over there, and then definitely, as we are talking right now, you'll be somewhere about 3% in profit. And if you also want to refine it further, you'll have actually gone to the 5 minutes time frame. Then you can see that now it makes it so clear. I'm a Falcon student, so definitely we are trying to maximize on the advanced Falcon move and on the refinement. Okay, so definitely where who my mentor is. All right, so this is beautiful. So you can see that this was a clean move over here, which could have tagged you in. Okay, maybe you could have entered somewhere here at the top. That's a bit being over ambitious, and it could easily be tagged in and tagged out. It's quite risky, but well, if you're a risk entry trader, then you could have entered here, or maybe to be on the safe side, and you just entered here. Then maybe put your stop loss just above the structure over there. Then you can see that definitely maybe you could have been able to take advantage of a clean 2.3% maybe before you are taken out on break even, because definitely this one could have just as your stop loss be taken out on break even before now you see that the market is playing out to the downside. So you can refine that. You can go all the way down to the 5 minutes, the 15 minutes time frame, and be able to take advantage of such moves. All right, yes. And even if you could have adjusted your stop loss, you can see that still your stop loss was not hit. Maybe if you didn't adjust to break even, was not hit, and you can see that you still be in profit. All right, so that's gold for you. And let's look at let's delete this. Let's look at US100 or Nasdaq. So Nasdaq as well, you can see that from the from the weekly time frame, you can see that we had this structure over here. We had an ascending structure, this move over here, and then we had a breakout and a retest. And then of course this had, once it broke here, once it gave us 1, 2, 3, 4 touches sort of, and broke here, of course we are looking for this market to play out 90% to this level. Sometimes it can play to the latter, to the end, and sometimes just gets near, so have to maximize on taking profits along the way. So you can see that if we go further down to the daily time frame, you see that there is a structure that is forming over here. Perhaps this might still, I've just cloned that one. You can see that this one might still, come down all the way. There, and there's a higher percent. It might continue going down. All right, you can see that because of this structure over here, because these are very clean structure over there. But let's go to the 4-hour time frame and see what this is giving to us. So you can see that definitely let's adjust this to this level over here. Okay, so you see that we have this this formation over here, which of definitely I'm looking for sells maybe even up to this level down over there. So maybe if you go to the 1-hour time frame and see, you can be able to see that there is a structure here. Look at that. There is a structure that is forming inside this. Let's take this, maybe have that. Then you see that there is a very beautiful structure that is forming inside here. Okay, this is what we call trends inside trends. So definitely this is a beautiful also confirmation that once it starts going down, then we are looking for a very big move to this level over here. This could be our 90% through, or definitely we can take advantage to this level over here. So for refinement purposes, we'll go to the 15 minutes time frame, and of course we'll go to the 5 minutes time frame to refine this further. And as you can see, we have this maybe even you can just adjust this here, maybe like this also. Then of course we have this top over here. Okay, or maybe you can just place this one over there. Yeah, so you can see that some sort of like, what is it called, see, like this, yeah, but that, yeah, some sort of like a double top kind of formation. But let's look at 5 minutes, because you see, this is very nice, because it's actually at the top of the structure. All right, it's actually at the top of the structure, and you can see that definitely we will be looking for versus the downside. So you can actually bring this one over here. Okay, then maybe you can still maintain this over here. So there are two ways to go about this. You can actually enter upon breakout, or you can wait to see if this thing is just going to come all the way to this level over here, because this high has not been broken yet, before you maximize the move to the downside. Okay, so but you see that even on the 1-hour time frame, look at that. Yeah, the very beautiful structure that is forming. Let's check this out. Yeah, and you can see some sort of like a contraction channel. Yeah, you see that actually some sort of like a contraction channel. So we want to see how this thing is going to play out, because you have several confirmation from higher time frame. You can see that of course the higher time frame bias is sell because of this structure. All right, so we have impulse move correction, impulse correction. Then we have this from the 4-hour time frame, we have this ascending structure, okay, which has formed trend inside trends on the 4 hours. Then you can see that also on the hour we have an impulse move correction, impulse move correction, impulse move, then it's consolidating at the top over here. So definitely I will be looking for entries maybe at the top here or something of the sort. And then of course our stop loss, we can maximize minimize our stop loss over that. Then of course we are looking for the first target is this point over here, which is an 8.5%. Then of course the overall move is this level over here, which is a possible 12.32%. Okay, so you can refine this on lower time frame, actually the 5 minutes or the 15 minutes time frame, and enter your stop loss and see if you can be able to maximize and get to ride this move to the downside. So let's watch out and see how that is going to play out. Then definitely we have a US30. Also, let me go from the weekly time frame. So I'm actually on the weekly time frame. Okay, so on the weekly time frame, you can see that we had this descending structure. Look at this, the descending structure of which actually anticipating a move to the upside. Wait, before I continue, let's look at this Nasdaq higher time frame bias. What does it say? Because there's also a possibility, sorry for that, there's also the possibility that this market might actually not come all the way to this level over here. We might actually see this thing just going and going and going before maybe it comes down. So we have to really watch out. Just that maybe on the daily time frame or so, you can see this structure over here. We had an impulse move, then we have correction to the upside, of which might have a complete move of this before we see a move to the upside. So all these are possibilities, and that's why I'm saying that you don't have to rush into it. You have to at least watch out and see how it plays out. So also on US30, you can see that we had this descending structure over here. We have several touches over here, and it's actually the same thing. Okay, let me take this out. So you can see that there was also some sort of like a pattern over here. Let's see how this is. There's also a way to look at it. It's like a pattern inside another one. So we have that over here, not so very clear, but well, you can see an impulse move, correction, consolidation, and then you have an impulse move, then you have correction. Definitely we are seeing a breakout over here. Obviously, there are high chances that this is a breakout, will give us a flag before it continues moving to the upside. So let me take this a bit back like this. We have to somewhere around there. Let's delete this. Now, so you can see that we had a touch over here. Okay, then we had another touch over here. Then also we had another touch over here. And there could be a possibility that this thing is going to just continue going up. And remember, this is our daily time frame. So of course, we can draw our line over there because you can see that it's given us. Just take this back a bit. So we have this, some sort of like a double top over here. So this place is very crucial. The kind of pattern it gives us here to determine whether this market will come back or will actually continue going up. So you see that structure over there. But anyway, let's go to a day, lower time frame and see. So you can see that it's actually consolidating on this level over here. Okay, well, it's actually broke out. I'm sure here it caught a lot of people off, because I'm sure a lot of people placed their buys, but then just came back. That's what I'm saying, that you have to be very patient. Yeah, you have to be very patient. If you're not patient enough, then you'll be tagged in and tagged out every time. You'll keep hitting your stop loss. So you can see that also here we have some sort of like we have a structure over here. There's a clean ascending structure. As an ascending structure. Yeah, okay. So you can see that if you pull this back a bit, so you see that we have what do we have here? We have an impulse move, then we have a correction, then you have an impulse move, then look at this consolidation. So you can actually enter your sales upon breakout. Okay, I think the safest place is to wait for this to see if it's going to be a breakout. Then you can be able to take advantage of that. But you can see it's a very crucial place because you see it's giving us this double top over there. Let's go to a lower time frame structure and see what is giving it to us. So let's just maybe adjust this quite a bit. Okay, so you can see that is actually consolidating on that level. Let me just adjust it a bit. Okay, then you see that, yeah. So you see we are actually gotten our three. As you can see that we have a first touch over there, then we had a second touch over there, then of course we are actually on our third touch over there, right? So of which will be interested. I will actually be interested in, I want to maybe see a break, then maybe I can maximize on the first flag, all right, because it has a higher probability of playing out. You see that it will actually play out up to this level over there. So that is what to me is a reduced risk entry for me, and that's what I'll be interested in. So you can see that right now currently we are actually playing on the trend line. Okay, so even if maybe you want to put another one over here, I don't like mini lines because it keep on confusing you. Okay, so if you go to the 15 minutes time frame, you can see that we had maybe we can say some sort of like a structure that formed over here. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Okay, that's over there. Then I just clone this. Then I take this to this. Here you can see that. Yeah, so you can see it also given us the same thing. Look at that, you know. Then some sort of like a scoop, and then you see that there have been a lot of this place has been several touches. Here we have a touch over here, and this one did not get, and you have this breakout over here, and definitely we had a push to the downside. So definitely I want to observe this market and see what is going to give me, all right, if it's continue to trickle up. Let's look at the 5 minutes time frame. You see that is really consolidating on this level over here, all right. On an impulse move correction, impulse move, then perhaps it could do this. Will actually consolidate here before it breaks out. Okay, so you want to observe this and see how it's going to play out, because these are very crucial place. Once it breaks out here and gives us a confirmation, of course we are riding this market all the way to this level over here. Okay, so check out on that one as well, and guys, share your comments on the comment section below. Remember to subscribe, remember to tell us where you're watching us from, remember to share this video. All right, let's go to our last, which is German 30 or German 40. Okay, so this is a beautiful if you watch one of my videos that I gave actually this signal. Again, see, this signal ended up playing 17.06%. Was one of the most amazing signals that we had. All right, and the link, of course, in the description below. If you want to join my mentorship program or my course, the link is on the description below. So you have look at this. This was a clean. We had an uptrend. Okay, of course we had this move over here. Okay, so we had this definitely as a clean one over here. So then we had a breakout correction. Overall this market has a chance actually playing down all the way to this level over here, but you can see that we actually maximize on. There was a very beautiful M that formed over here. That is the reason why we took this flag over here, and you see it played out all that downside, okay, to the downside. So when you look at the daily time frame, okay, let me take this out and see that we had this ascending structure, and we had an impulse move, and we had all the way. Once it broke, it came all the way to complete the 90%. Look at this, came all the way. Can you imagine if you have gotten this trade over here, entered here, love maximum with actually absolutely zero drawdown, and came all the way to the 90% and completed this overall structure. Then you had 1 and 3 touches over here. So when you look at the 4-hour time frame, so the 4-hour time frame, you can see that maybe first of all, let me go back to the daily time frame. You can see that since this level over here, it has actually been on a been on a descending structure over here. So you can see that if I clone this, you can see that this has been an amazing yeah. So you can see it was an impulse move. Okay, it was an impulse move. Then now it's actually consolidated to the downside, then gave us this double bottom over here. Then we are seeing an impulse move. This is correcting to continue moving to the upside. There's a high chance that this market, that is how it's gonna do it. This guy is gonna play out, because we can see that we're actually coming from a double bottom. Then also we are coming from a breakout. Let's see, if I extend this, you can see that we had came all the way. It gave us 1, 2, that means some 3 touches or so. If I do this, extend that, you can see you have 1, 2, and a 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I just adjusted this a bit. Then look, breakout, very strong breakout. Then now perhaps it's consolidating before it continues. So let's look at let's take this back a little bit. Let's look at this from maybe another time frame. This is a 4-hour time frame. So from the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we had this impulse move correction. Impulse move correction is actually consolidating, and of course I would anticipate this market to actually play out up to this level over here after this breakout. Okay, so on the 4-hour, on the what is it called, the 1-hour time frame, you can see that we have, of course, we have this over here. Then there's been some spikes over here. Okay, so no, some sort of like a flag. We have 2 touch over here, some sort of like a double bottom over there, because we have 1 touch over here, then another touch over here. So we are talking of something like an impulse move, then maybe correction. It might actually do this before it breaks out to the upside. So we want to observe this, how this is playing out, because also here you see there was this structure over here, which maybe if you go to the 15-minute time frame here, you can see that it forms correctly. That's why the market actually tend to move to the downside, and to simply because of this structure that formed over there. So you see that there was this structure, and then there was a breakout. Of course, there was this flag over there. Then look, it actually played out past even the 90%, all the way down, gone up, then come again to confirm this level over here. So we might actually be looking for buying opportunities, okay, to the upside. So I'm just giving my projections. Once I see my confirmation, I'm gonna share it with my VIP group. If you want to join, the link is on the description below. If you want to join my Telegram group, also the link is on the description below. So for this one, I'm also looking for some buying opportunities. Okay, I'm looking for some buying opportunities. I don't know if it's wisdom to just blindly enter and put your stop loss here and just target over here. I don't like to enter. I know that's a clean 4%. If it plays out well and good, but I want proper confirmations. Okay, then also you can see that. Also you can see from the 5 minutes time frame where we come to get our refinement. You can see that actually this. Look at that structure over here, which could actually, just play like that and play like that and actually play out. But I want proper confirmation before I just enter the market. I don't want to chase the market, neither do I want to enter blindly. So guys, let me know in the comment section what you think. What are your projections on gold, on Nasdaq, on US30, on German 30, and I'll be so happy to read for you. Thank you guys for watching. This is EagleEyeFX signing out.